Hello and welcome, beautiful beings, to my channel, Self-Empowered Tarot. I hope you all are finding yourselves well as you stumble upon my pick a card here. So this is going to be for the energies for the month of August. And I'm going to just do basically a general mixed bag of relationship, career, finance, where you are spiritually, what might help you with self-care, some self-empowerment. And I also, before we get started, wanted to show you something fun I thought we would do. And this is a synchronicity deck. I will have the information listed below in the description box if you are interested in checking it out. It is called the synchronicity deck, and it comes with this dice. So you roll a dice and I pull you, say we land on 5, I pull you 5 cards. So I will be doing that, and also pulling some tarot, a stress less card, empowerment card, and if I feel called to, I will definitely pull more cards for those of you who need some relationship guidance from the romance angels. So here is group number 1. We've got the strawberry quartz, and here's group number 2 with amethyst. And I know I've got like a lot of natural sunlight pouring through. We might start getting some rainbows from my crystals hanging. And pile number 3, group number 3. Oh, check out that flash of rainbow on our fluorite tower. I think this has to be probably my favorite crystal ever, is fluorite. It just makes me vibrate. It just calls to me. Okay, so we will start with group number 1. All right, group number 1, welcome. If you picked the strawberry quartz, this is your group. This is your pile. And we will just set that over here. Okay, so let's see what we have going on here. Okay, so I'm pulling from the White Light Oracle here first. I just feel like this energy is full moon energy. I think it's because of the wolf and, you know, like the lone wolf howling at the moon, the full moon. I will be reading the description from this card from the book. I find that I can pick up on the energy intuitively, but I feel very valuable to read what the actual card says in this case, because this is any Alana Fairchild decks seem to be extraordinarily deep and rich with meaning. So, all right, let's see what we have here. Shaktipat of Seahorse. And if I pronounced that incorrectly, apologies. Okay, so let's see. We're going to continue further and see what else we have, and I will come back to that. 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So we got some career. That is our I am card. Let's see what else we have. Ceremony and vocation. Okay. This is from the Night Flower deck. Understanding. Night blooming. Serious. Got some frog energy going on. And what about our moon cycles here? Adjustments are required. Okay. These 2 cards actually came up in another reading I did earlier this week. What do we have? Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay. And this is our love energy. I'm actually going to put the I am card aside here, and I will read that to you when the time is right. You may not always understand why certain things happen, However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Okay, so that's very, very interesting, because I'm going to start pulling some tarot cards here. Let's expand and see what's going on. Group 1. Anything else? Anything that we want to clarify on what we've already pulled? Connecting to your guides, connecting to mine, connecting our ethereal team, our energies. All right, let's see what we have. 5 of Cups, upside down and reversed. 5 of Wands. Okay, we've got some changes happening here, Group 1. 5 of Wands in reverse. Ooh, 3 of Cups. And I feel like one more. And we have the Emperor in reverse. Okay. So first, I want to address, let's get to your tarot here. And we're going to include the 4 of Pentacles in this. So 4 of Pentacles. So I feel like you know that there's some changes coming in. Emotional changes, emotional shifting that's being required. Spirit's asking you to kind of shift the way that you view your emotions and to not so get caught up in protecting the way you express your emotions, I guess is that's what I'm feeling. It's kind of hard to describe because it's not a feeling of chaos. It's more of a feeling of like I was sad. I was sad with all these cups that I had that spilled over, and you know, the whole crying over spilled milk adage. But you're out of that energy now. So you have been transitioning more. There's definitely a change in transition here with the 5 of Wands. So 5 in tarot is about change, about transitioning, about shifting, or looking at another perspective perhaps. So you also have the 5 of Wands here, and we see that there is conflict. This could be conflict within the self, and that also could be what I'm getting here with the emotions, with the cups. So, and it's okay. It's okay to have conflict within yourself. It's fine. We just want to start discerning what parts of us are in conflict. Are we in conflict more with our heart? Are we in conflict more with our head? You know, what is going on? What is our resistance with feeling? Because I feel like it's almost a resistance, like I'm just tired of feeling. I just feeling like I don't want to be human anymore. I want out of my body. Some of you could be starseeds or light workers and just feeling like the collective energy of what's going on right now. And it's just like, could we please just forward to 2022? That would be so awesome. And yes, I am saying 2022 because my personal feelings, and this is my opinion, this is not, of course, set in stone. So many things could play out and happen, of course. But I just feel that a lot of us are going to feel intensely what's going on in the world for a while until things start getting back to, I will not say a new normal, because I think we basically had a huge tower moment. So I feel like it's a lot of shifting. You have the Emperor card here as well, which, and it's in reverse, which would suggest to me that you may need to start getting in touch with more of your masculine side, or maybe there's some emotional imbalance within the divine feminine and divine masculine within you. And maybe that is what's in this energy of conflict. But again, we're in reverse. So it could be that those energies, like this energy of lack, this energy of being dissatisfied on an emotional level, just feeling like the bleh, you know, that blah energy, like I'm just so over all of this. So it could be that you're also being pulled in some different directions here. So the Emperor reversed is suggesting that you need to start taking some action, step into the more doing masculine energy in respect to, you want some change, you want things to start happening, then you're going to have to move it. And also, you know, this patience card here, I accept that everything happens in divine order. It also could be that some of you have been feeling stagnant. It's just that I'm stuck energy. And your divine ethereal team is suggesting to you that let's be a little patient here. And they're saying, like, we know it's been tough, we know it's been hard, but it's okay. It's okay. Just, you know, feel it and move through it, and just don't get stuck. And there are many things that we can do to shift those energies. So that patience card's coming into play here. And I do want to address Three of Cups. So it feels like you also have a pretty powerful tribe, like a soul tribe around you. I mean, it could be, I'm picking up some sister energy. It could be, and they don't have to be blood related sister energy. It could be like you know, you have a group, a core of your friends that you are feeling very, very connected with right now. And we want that energy for sure. So this is really good energy. This is good. This is coming. If not already, it's coming in the month of August. There's going to be celebration. This also always feels like I don't know, like a bonding energy, that there's going to be more connection, and you're going to feel more in this Three of Cups energy of sharing and connecting and not feeling so alone, you know, not feeling so just the blah energy. You're coming out of this energy. So that is beautiful. And also we've got the full moon there as well. So, okay, so Four of Pentacles. I'm feeling like the Four of Pentacles, you're definitely addresses career, and we can pull maybe a couple of tarot cards here just to clarify. Actually, yes, let's do that. I am feeling pulled and guided to do that. So Four of Pentacles, group number 1. Can you please give us some clarifying information on the Four of Pentacles for group number 1? Group number 1, clarifiers. Slow moving energy with the Pentacles, and I'm feeling that in my shuffle too. Like it's almost like a stuck feeling. Clarification. Okay. Oh, well, that's interesting, and I will get to why that is. Okay, one more. Okay. There is like some stuck, and it's with finances and career. Like there's like, I'm holding on to what I can. This is like a I'm holding on to what I already have and making sure that I have that solid ground. We've got the 4 here, so definitely you're wanting to build upon that foundation that you have. So let's see what our other cards have to say here. Okay, so with the 4 of Pentacles, here, I'll pull this over here. So this actually, I left these in this deck because this is just artwork from the artist, the creator of this deck. And I thought it would be interesting just to leave it in. There's 2 extra cards. And so this technically this is not part of the actual traditional tarot, but I wanted to leave it in. And the birds are really coming forward for me in the imagery here. I mean, I know like we probably will be pulling some romance cards here, but birds are messengers. So birds could be symbolism. For you personally, some of you could possibly be seeing more birds, like I'm getting cardinals and yeah, cardinals mostly. So because that red's sticking out for me. Also, this is the passion, red and passion, root chakra is coming up for me. So this could be that you're trying to hold on to something in a relationship, or trying to hold on to a relationship, desiring this, wanting to shift in to like, I just want someone to love. I want someone to love me as much as my equal. So to me, it's feeling like there's a holding on of this, whether you are in the relationship and you're not happy in the relationship, or some of you who are in relationship, you're wanting to hold on to that. So that's definitely not a bad energy. I just think that's interesting. That's not, I have not pulled that card from the deck yet when I've done readings. So, and we have death in reverse. So I don't want to assume, so I will say, for those of you who are not aware, death does not necessarily, well, or always mean death. I don't believe that anyone should be proclaiming when someone's going to be dying. So what we do know in traditional tarot is that death is a transition. Death is transition into one phase of life into another, and a lot of us are experiencing that. So there's a lot of transitioning, and this could have to do with career or finances, or in transitioning out of a relationship into a new one. So okay. Oh, we've got the balance card, temperance. Okay. So temperance is, some of you are needing balance because of this transition you're experiencing. Could be that things have been a little out of balance for you, and they being our spirit guides, divine team, is suggesting that don't worry, things are going to start coming into balance. And actually, look, I mean, you've got foundation, you've got solid ground. So this is balance too, where you just want to make sure that that you have that footing, so to speak. So I want to address this card. So this is the image. Oh, seriously, I forgot that this was a bird. I was surprised when I turned it over. And this I don't know, that seems like when I look at this image, I see a full moon. So you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in our life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Yeah, so that death card upside down, I'm definitely feeling like, hey, look, you're transition period. We've got you covered. I don't think that card's going to stay there, but I'm trying. Patience and understanding. So, I feel like if this is pertaining to relationship, so if you are in a relationship, it may be requiring your patience. And again, it's saying everything happens in divine order. So if you are feeling that stuck energy, you know, they're saying, hey, some understanding, right? We need you to have some understanding here. The other thing I'm picking up on this card is a lot of heart chakra healing. So definitely maybe there's some heart chakra balancing that you might want to consider doing. So let's go to this card, because the ceremony, it'd help if I showed you the card. Ceremony, invocation. This is tying into me with the Three of Cups, like getting your tribe together, and also could be calling you to do some full moon ceremony that we have coming in on Sunday. We've got the full moon on Sunday. I believe its highest point, or I think the highest point of the moon will be around 11:56 a.m. I'm sorry, p.m. Or is it a.m.? Sorry. You probably will need to Google that. But I know it depends on where you are, of course. So, but I think it is going to be like midnight would be around the time that we would be able to see it at its full rise. So yeah, it's about sharing. It's about, even if you are choosing not for the month of August to do a full moon ritual, it could be calling you to start setting some intentions and creating what you're wanting to bring in for the month of August. And the full moon is a really good time to do that. It's also a good time to harvest what you have been wanting to manifest. It's a time of manifestation. So I feel like this group one is very knowledgeable about law of attraction, or how to manifest, how to create. So got ceremony. Okay, adjustments are required. Yes. And I'm definitely feeling that with that Five of Cups and Five of Wands with the conflict. So they're definitely asking you, like, hey, we need some more understanding. Whether it's your partner. Now, I'm not saying that you're not an understanding person. There's just a situation in particular that Spirit's calling attention to, and saying, hey, maybe if you just shift your perspective with a little bit of understanding and come from that place. Again, with the birds too. Birds are communication. Maybe there's a lack of communication and understanding, or open and honest communication. It's definitely feeling like that might be more of a one-sided thing in your partnership. Or something that has been a part of your past relationship and is something that you're wanting to bring into a new relationship. So let's look at this card, and I will read from this, because this is very important. We've got seahorse energy. You know, when I think of seahorses, let's switch these out. We'll get a better system down. I'll figure this out. It's okay. This is the more I do it, the better I will get at this. So I'm used to reading in front of somebody in person. So I'm just doing what I normally would do if you were sitting down in front of me. That's what I want this to feel like. I want it to feel personable. So 31, we're looking at the Shakti Pat of Seahorse. And this artwork is just, I actually have this artwork in my bedroom. It's like more twin flamey looking, but it's just beautiful. Okay, so 165, and maybe one or 6 or 5 also has meaning to you. So I'm going to read, and we will kind of tune into this energy here. So we have Shaktipat of Seahorse. As you embrace your inner essence, you will be at peace with who you are, including your vulnerability, and no longer see the need to conform to social ideals which have no true resonance for your heart. You are encouraged to trust your intuition and recognize the environmental relationship that harmonize well with you, supporting your spiritual growth and well-being on all levels. You have the innate capacity to manifest. Are you kidding? I'm not making this up. You have the innate capacity to manifest. And I just mentioned earlier that I believe that group 1 is very, very into law of attraction or into manifesting. Like you can do the stuff that you don't want to as well, or you can bring in the stuff that you do want. Relax and you shall attract all you need. So yes, it's very much stepping into who you are, stepping into your power, empowering yourself, trusting your intuition. You want your 3 of Cups. You want this energy. You want to find your soul tribe. You want to be able to feel at home with the people that are surrounding you. So they're calling, yes, tap into your intuition. Relax and you shall attract all you need. So it continues to say, volatile or overly restless seas compromise the well-being of the seahorse. Oh, and I was saying the seahorse energy, seahorses in relationships, they mate for life, and they do a dance in their mating ritual. And I find that just so beautiful and so fascinating. Okay, so moving on. Such intensity drains their energy, forcing them to go against their natural, gentle way of being. They thrive in environments that are calm and accommodate their slow, graceful movements. Rather than aggressively hunting, seahorses patiently wait until what they need comes their way and then actively receive it. Patience. They're patient. Seahorse has a relationship of commensalism. I've never heard that word before. I learned something new. With seagrass and coral. Commensalism is the medicine of connection, protection, and stabilization. Okay, well now we've learned something new. Maybe some of you already knew that. In such a relationship, we receive what we need without being parasitic. We intelligently seek out resources that naturally support us rather than attempting to manipulate someone or something to be other than what it is. In the case of the seahorse, as it hides from predators in the seagrass and steadies itself on coral, neither seagrass nor coral are harmed. So it works within its environment. So Shaktipat is a transmission of grace. It is the enlightening gift of energy that enables mastery. Shaktipat of Seahorse empowers us to instinctively seek environments that are conducive to our well-being rather than damaging ourselves by trying to adapt to external situations or societal values. It teaches that we are enough, and we have the innate spiritual magnetism to attract what we need in our lives. We navigate away from falsehood and toward authentic being. Named for its seahorse-like shape, the hippocampus is a neural center in the human brain. It helps us navigate our way in the world and find where we can thrive and best avoid negative influences. So this is very much tuning into spirit, asking, requesting, supporting, suggesting that you assess where you are and be patient with yourself in this process. Adjustments are required, and you're wanting this energy. You're wanting 3 of Cups energy. You're wanting to be able for it to come naturally and for you not to have to become someone else in order to make your life feel home, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to move this out of the way because we're going to get to our synchronicity. And I will set that up there. And we see the Cups energy. Okay, so let's try this out. We're gonna roll the die, and you get four. Oops, sorry, you can't see that. 4. Okay, I don't know if I should take that. I feel like that was a sloppy shuffle. So. Okay, we're just gonna go this route. I'm feeling like I need to get jiggy with this and get a little more. What cards, what synchronicities do we want to share with group 1? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's see what we have here. The World. Wow, okay. Rebel. Or Rebel. Rebel. Prince. And the Magician. Ooh, Magician card's been coming up for a lot of us lately too. So, seems like this could actually be, I'm going to pull romance cards after this for you, because I feel like this is relationship. This is definitely, I'm feeling like, whether you identify with masculine, feminine, we're not being gender specific here. So whichever one of these two you are, I feel like maybe your partner is more rebellious, and this could be maybe some, not conflict, but just that energy of like, you wouldn't think that you would go together, but you do, and you complement each other very well, very worldly, very world. The rainbow symbolism is coming out. So I don't know if maybe some of you have been seeing rainbows lately, however they're coming in, whether it's just symbolism, or maybe it's through, I don't know, songs, or you're getting chakra signs, you know, the seven chakras, 7 colors of the rainbow, or if you're actually literally getting rainbow. And also with something else sticking out here are the 2 crowns. So I feel like the crown energy here too speaks to your pentacles, speaks to your the riches and the tangible things that you brought into the world. So moving ahead in August, it feels like you can, anything that you desire, anything you want, if it's this relationship, or if it's this, you want the relationship you are currently in to step into this world energy like, I am happy and I have it all. You have the Magician energy on your side here. It's like you do not blindly, you could put a blindfold on and your intuition is going to be just as heightened. This feels very, very intuitive, like follow your intuition regarding relationship, regarding what you're wanting to tangibly manifest, because you are manifestors. You're very powerful manifestors. You can create your reality. And I always say, and I firmly believe, the best way to predict your future is to create it. So you're creating. And we got birds here again. So lots of bird symbolism, lots of messages. So Spirit's asking you all to look out for the birds as signs and synchronicities. Start paying attention. Start paying attention to the symbolism around you. Maybe songs about birds, or flying away, or flying. All right, so I want to read your I Am card. This is the I Am deck. I am perceptive. Oh, there we go. Magician card. My situation is powerful. When I am unsure, my intuition is sure. I strengthen my intuition by trusting it and responding to its impulses. I am perceptive. Yes. What was I just saying? Well, what was Spirit just saying? We're all from Source. We just tune in. Tapped in, tuned in, turned on. Okay. So I'm going to pull, I said I would pull romance. So let's do, okay. Spirit's wanting to talk to you about either the current relationship, again, this is general reading, so it could be different situations. It could be getting over heartbreak. It could be, do I stay, do I go? It could be having to make a decision, but I'm not feeling that so heavily in this group. Feeling like you're maybe wanting to move relationship forward, and you're currently in one. So this might not resonate for you, and that's okay. All right, let's see. Romance angels, what do we have here? Okay, wedding, trust, and codependency. Okay, so yeah, there's either addictions are affecting your romantic life. This could be taken literally, or this could be that you are in a codependent relationship, or you were in a past relationship that was codependent, or addicting, and you're done with that energy now. Like, it became too much for you. So that could be a situation. Some of you may be dealing with some emotional, I don't want to say this is financial, so to speak. It's just more of a, and codependency really gets a bad rep. This does not mean that you should not desire a relationship. Actually, that's what we were born for. We were born to have connection. We were born to feel. A lot of us are told, you need to be alone. You need to find yourself. You need to get to know yourself better. If you don't love yourself first, no one will love you. And I will tell you, see my description box below. There are therapists out there. There are YouTube videos out there. There are therapists that I have listed below, relationship coaches listed below, who do not buy into that and will not preach that to you. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because I have gotten out of a codependent relationships. Actually, I've been in several, and I was very people-pleasing mode in several of those relationships. And the last one that I got out of, it took me 5 times to leave. So it was addicting. I was addicted to the person, but I was not codependent in a way that was like, I have to be with you. We lived separately for 5 years. And I don't know why I'm sharing this with you right now. I feel like someone needs to hear this. But I had to make a decision and end this because I could not, we wanted different things in life. We were not compatible. And what I once thought we were, I mean, that 5.5 years is enough time. And he just could not meet my needs anymore. And there were many, many times, like I knew for a while that I was ready to move on. And we never lived together. Actually, I had yet to meet his children. And I know that sounds really like red flags. Yes, red flags. And it wasn't that he was living separate lives. But I spent the majority of time, like, I did not want this. And I had already gotten past that energy. But I knew I wanted an interdependent relationship. I got super, super clear on what I wanted and the relationship dynamic I wanted because I had been through this energy. So that's a lot what I'm feeling for group 1, that you've done this and you're so over this now. Like, you're not codependent anymore. And you're not addicted to love or addicted to relationships. And if you are, hey, that is where you are. And if you know that, you're self-aware. And we're constantly making shifts. There are things working behind the scenes all the time. You know, when we are mindful and we're self-aware, and the more we get to know ourselves as we move through life experience, words don't teach, experience does. So, you know, kudos to you if you've gone through this and you've come out of it on the other side and you're like, I know what I want now. That's a beautiful energy to step into. So that's what I'm getting with that codependency card. And that was a lot. So, but I'm just channeling right on through here. So for some of you, the situation involves marriage. So some of you could be getting married. Some of you could be arguing over your wedding, or with all this COVID stuff going on. There might be a stall and postponing, but there's the trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith that it's going to happen. And we have some trust energy coming in here as well. So I strengthen my intuition by trusting it and responding to its impulses. I am perceptive. You feel into it. And it's okay to be wrong. Let's be clear. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong because we then learn from it and we feel into what did that feel like. So as long as we're continuing to learn from mistakes, which I don't believe there really are mistakes, they're just detours, they're just switches in your vibrational field of contrast. So like, okay, I know when this feeling came up the last time, or when I got anxious in the situation last time, that's your body's way of telling you this does not feel right, or something's going on. So I'm going to pay attention and I'm going to trust. I'm going to have faith that I can be discerning. So that's what I'm getting with the romance. I'm going to pull a stress less card for you. This is moving through our month of August. So what does group 1 need to stress less in the month of August? Because I'm sure that we could all use some less stress. All right. Give your scalp a rub. Excuse me. Rub your entire scalp with your fingers. You can close your eyes and let the relaxed and good feelings slide through your whole body. This exercise is better with a friend because of the oxytocin hormone related to another person's touch. Stress can cause pressure to the scalp and head area. By relaxing these think areas, you will feel more relaxed and nice. Yeah, and even with your white light oracle, the seahorse energy, they were talking about the slowing down and your hippocampus. So it's like that self-regulation. So if you're getting stressed out, maybe there's also, I'm a massage therapist. So there's also, they're the wire, like they have these like wire hangers. That's not what I meant to say. They're claws and they're wire, and it sounds awful, and I think mine might be over there, but I don't want to get up and check and waste your time. I will link in the description box below if any of you are interested, but it's, you put it on your head, it has a handle, and it just has that, like when someone's doing that to your head. Or maybe go get a massage, maybe get a scalp massage, maybe ask your partner to rub your head. I mean, that can be a very, very soothing thing. I have my children actually do that for me. So it's wanting to address probably also your pineal gland. This will help sleep. Or if you're into ASMR, even just watching ASMR where someone's getting head massage or hair brushing. So that might be some other suggestions if you do not currently have someone to do this for you. So that is, it's addressing the head and the hair. I used to be addicted to getting haircuts because of that. And then I realized it wasn't the haircuts, it was the scalp massage that I would get. It was a long time ago when I was younger, in my young days. All right, so this is our last message to round our reading out here. This is question. It's a question that you need to ask yourself moving forward. And this is, okay, we are there. And you received 2 messages. So this is a self-empowerment deck. And this is self-esteem and self-confidence. Ask yourself, what do I need to forgive? So there may be some of you who need to forgive. Who do you need to forgive? What do you need to do to forgive? So maybe do some meditation, do some YouTube search on forgiveness meditation and fall asleep. You know, subliminal, binaural, or is it binaural? Binaural beats. Yeah, there's a lot of amazing stuff on YouTube that you can find. All right, are there a self-esteem, self-empowerment question to ask moving forward in the month of August? What is that fear or obstacle that is stopping you from living the life you want? Yes, and that ties into the energy of this reading that we were speaking about, stepping into the authentic you. Not trying to mold yourself into a square peg when you are a triangle or an octagon, or well, maybe that would fit into a square. You know what I mean. How would your life look if you overcame that obstacle? So these are questions to ask yourself. And if you need to do a screenshot, there you go. Maybe focus on that. And this is also tying back into your bird energy. Yeah. You may not always understand why these certain things are happening, but there's higher purpose. Have faith, trust in that. There's higher purpose to the events in your life. Through the turmoil, a blessing will be revealed soon. So coming soon to a life in August near you. So that is what I got for you, pile 1. I hope that brought some clarity. I look forward to seeing you in my other readings. And I just absolutely appreciate you spending this time with me. It's an honor to read for you. This is like my dream job. So I'm trying to do the same and be authentic and step into what I'm feeling called to do. So I wish you the same, and take care. I hope to see you in my next reading. Please share, like, subscribe. Take care. Hi, group 2. All right, if you picked the beautiful amethyst, I know it's not typically your deep amethyst coloring, but this is an amethyst. It's just on the lighter, clearer side, but I thought it was beautiful because of all the rainbows in there. So welcome to your reading. We're gonna just put that right there. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's see what we have. 7 Blessing of Eve. We've got some snake energy. Ace of Swords. All right. That is your I Am card that we will dig into. Spring Equinox, Rebirth. Yes. Yep, there's a new beginning. I feel like there's a lot of mental clarity here. And you're rebirthing. You've got rabbit energy and butterfly energy as well. Okay. Let's see. Pleasure. I do not know how to pronounce that. Belle de Nuit. Belle de Nuit. So, pleasure. It kind of ties into this Kundalini energy. Getting chills. There's sun energy here as well. All right. Yes, we will dive deeper into all of this. All right. So, moon. We have luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Some of you could be Sagittarius, or have people in Sagittarius. I'm also getting some focus energy, like you're needing to focus. Also with the sword too, that focus energy, that clarity. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. Some of you maybe do Kundalini energy work or are interested in it, and that would be very beneficial. Also with the pleasure, yeah, definitely. Pleasure. Okay, let's keep moving. And then we have your love message. So I will expand and pull more romance cards to expand on relationship depending on what comes out in your tarot, because I'm going to pull some more tarot here. Forgiveness. Oh, forgiveness is so coming up lately with a lot of people. Stop focusing your energy on past events. For life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. You'd think that I would have enough space for all this, huh? All right. So, before we get into those, I also want to pull, I'm going to pull from the Crystal Moon Tarot. What is group 2? We are on group 2. Spirit, God, Source, Universe. What is group 2 for the month of August? Need to know. Anything? I feel some of you need to release a lot. Like I feel in my rib cage, maybe in my mid back, like maybe some of you have kidney issues or not drinking enough water. Like all of a sudden I realize like some of you are holding your breath and not breathing, or need to do some deep breathing. That Kundalini energy with yoga. Breath work. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. The Star. Oh, I love this card. I have to say it's probably one of my favorite cards in the tarot. The Star. Wishes fulfilled. Okay. 7 of Swords. Some of you may have some crow energy as well. Just the birds coming up, communication, messages coming through. Okay. Yeah, there's some energy coming with that for sure. And the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. All right, group 2, let's dive in here. Let's unpack the story and start figuring out what Spirit, what our ethereal team wants to tell us here. So for me, what's coming through, there's a lot of, I want to say, we've gone, there's definitely rebirth happening. There's most likely have been, well, for the majority of us, and I'm feeling like those of you who are healers, caregivers, light workers, empaths, you are fully aware of what I'm talking about. And it's like you're finally getting maybe into a space of where you're not so in your head. You've got the clarity. You've got the laser light focus. It's this energy. Luck is on your side. So for the month of August, there's some wanting you to expand. It's that growth. Like for your growth, I'm feeling like you need to get clear on what you want, or you're going to get clear on what you're wanting to create and bring in with the Ace of Swords. Yeah, and it could have been that in the past, like what's been going on, that you've had this like 7 of Swords energy too going on, and you're just like, I'm just going to put this down and walk away from this. Like, I can't do this anymore. And you were wanting to get to a place of clarity, but there was I feel like, I don't want to say chaos. This is a lot of mental chatter, just a lot of internal dialogue with the Seven of Swords energy prior to this. And you're just like, I've got to put the swords down and just take a time out here. And in order for you to get to where this is what you were actually trying to achieve, for some of you, you knew where you wanted to go. But if you're anything like me, and a lot of us, majority of us who are intuitively connected and empathic, there's a lot of internal dialogue that goes on, and we feel very deeply. And what can happen is, instead of just stepping into our heart center and just feeling into our emotions, we get up in our head, and it's like, okay, yes, I and it's like, logically, you're mindful enough, you're self-aware enough to know this, but the thoughts can start creeping in, and we can have all these messages, just like other people's stuff. It's like, wait, was that my stuff or was that their stuff? Like, and then we get into over analyzing, and analysis can cause paralysis, and then we get stuck. We can get very stuck into this Five of Pentacle energy too, where nothing's moving, right? Where we don't realize what we have. It's like that lack mentality. Like, maybe some of you are expecting money, or maybe some of you need money. Maybe some of you are, I mean, we all are, look, we're all in this pandemic together, yes, but there are so many of us who have just been coming from a different place in life anyways, and what may work for one of us does not work for another. And that's where we're calling in, I believe, to have some empathy for each other. Like, we are all coming from different places, different experiences, different backgrounds, different cultures. We have this commonality of the coronavirus stinks, like it sucks, and in many different ways. But there are a lot of us, I think, who already knew the injustices, like that. This always reminds me of the poverty card, like, and you're not in poverty, but I feel like for some of you, maybe you have been before, and you've had some tower moments in your life of things just beyond your control, truly out of your control. And you're like, what? How am I going to get out of this? Like, I am trying, and every curveball that was thrown at you, you took like a champion. Like, you were like, I know that I have to do this. And there might be, I'm feeling like this group 2, you might be single parents, or have been a single parent before, and like, so you've had some hardship and struggle, not because you're a single parent, but because, let's face it, single parenting is challenging in ways. Like, if you've never done the single parent gig, I feel like I want to say it's a special group. It's a special club. Like, it's just hard. Words don't teach, experience does. It's hard for you to be able to truly empathize on that level. So for some of you, I'm wanting to say, like, that's kind of the energy I'm getting with this card. But look at the beautiful illumination behind the tree there. And I am picking up, like, it's like, hold on to what you have. Hold on to who you have around you. Hug your children. Hug your pets. And this also goes for for definitely, like, maybe you're in a relationship. For some reason, this is coming in. Maybe some of you have your furry children and you got out of a relationship. I know some couples who have broken up and actually share like custody of their dog. And I think that is amazing. So I just thought I would share that as well. So yeah, I feel like this is a slowing down of this energy, that maybe we're coming into a shifting of it. Like, you've been able to let this go. You've been able to let go of like, okay, I'm not coming from a place of lack or a poverty mentality, or you know that this energy, getting stuck in it, it just is a yucky energy. It doesn't feel good to you. And it's okay to feel those things, of course, but you know, when we start getting stuck in these energies, it can be overwhelming and consuming. So that's what I'm getting in those two cards. Let's talk about some good stuff here. So I feel like for some of you, that's where you've been. It could be if you start shifting and expanding your awareness. The forgiveness card, do a work around forgiving. You create your reality, and that's what stinks. Sometimes we don't. Not all of us, and maybe, like, I've been there before, and you all probably have too, where you do not, it's not that you don't want to take responsibility. It's just like, someone make a decision for me, because I don't know the right way to go with this. And it's not because you're afraid of making the decision. It's, you are uncertain of the outcome. And for some of you, you need to hear that. So I thought I would mention that as well. So let's address, we've got Two of Pentacles. You could also have, there's Earth sign coming in here too. We've got Pentacle energy, so Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. So it could be that you're juggling two jobs. It could be that you're juggling, you're juggling things to, so you don't go into poverty. Like, a lot of us are trying to figure out what we're going to be doing. Some of us may be deciding, like, should I make that career transition now? I mean, it's kind of like, well, might as well. Like, you know, some of you, I feel like you were in careers that you no longer wanted to be in, and it was very imbalanced, and you're like, not saying like, hey, I'm going to manifest a pandemic so it forces me to shift into my true purpose, what I'm supposed to be doing. But for some of you, I am picking up that energy in here. Like, yeah, it's like I'm going there. There's also this heart and head duality. Part of us wants to stay in this career because it brings in enough money to survive. And if we step out into another career or shift, like, it's the unknown. Like, what is this actually going to, am I going to be able to maintain what I have maintained? So, excuse me, I may have to pause. I may have a coughing fit. Okay, sorry about that, group 2. I had to go cough, and I guess after I took cough medicine, and I normally don't like to take stuff, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. And I've been on quite the illness journey over the past month and a half. So, and I'm finally starting to feel somewhat normal. And, but last week I kind of had a setback. Autoimmune compromised I am. So anyways, getting back to this. So yeah, there's definitely, there's a decision with career that you've been contemplating, but I feel like that if that's what you've had the analysis of, like where you've been trying to make a decision, you're going to have that clarity. This month, you're going to figure it out, and you're going to be like, yep, I know that's what I'm supposed to be doing now. And it's going to be fine. Your wishes are going to be fulfilled in regards to career. This also could be dealing with relationship too. Like, do I stay? Do I go? But there's definitely some juggling going on. And if you put the pentacles down and maybe get out of your head a little bit, this month you're going to have all that clarity that you need to make your wishes happen. And I mean, just look like the magic of this card. It's magical energy. So feeling very, very much the magician energy. I know it's not like in here right now, but maybe we end up pulling some magician cards too, or the magician comes up. So I want to read from the book and what I'm intuitively felt called to read from it, but 7 Blessings of Eve. It is very, very, I'm getting just, again, that snake energy. Like, there's a lot of people who are not into snakes and who are scared of them, and that's okay. But really, snake energy, it's like a spiral. When we tune into nature, it's energy spiral. And spirals in sacred geometry call us, call us to unearth. It's like, you know, I don't know what those machines are called, but you know, like where they have the spiral, like that DNA. Oh, I can't remember what that's called. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I get like so, there's so much energy and spirit coming in that I cannot find the words. But it's that spiral energy of digging into the earth and unearthing. You're unearthing all the stuff to come up to do some healing. And I don't want that to be a scary thing for you. Just a preparation of like, there's growth happening. There's expansion and there's more awareness coming in August for you. So the 7 Blessings of Eve. Here we go. If I can get on the right page here. It keeps flipping. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, the 7 blessings of Eve. A spiritual gift shall enter your heart and manifest as a blessing in your life. You have innate talents and abilities which support your soul into full glorious manifestation, which is fulfilled. You have been blessed with a beautiful divine destiny to fulfill. You have natural healing ability. Choose your thoughts and your words so they reflect what you truly wish to put out into the world, because your influence is stronger and further reaching than you realize. Yes. And you know, even with the growth card back here, I am getting a lot of throat chakra energy going on. And that, and with the solar plexus, a lot of creativity. So, and intuition. So it's kind of like, maybe you're supposed to use your voice to share your stories, or like you storytell, or you do writing or performing arts, or you sing. But there's there's definitely something with the voice here. So I want to just really fast skip to this part. So this is calling okay, so wisdom is the egg of Sophia, the divine feminine power to be a birth. We have rebirth. To be a birth mother of higher consciousness, to bring forth the light of loving awareness. Oh, self-awareness, right? Because you got that consciousness and awareness. Eve's oracle is not an omen of being cast out of paradise. It is a sign that a false view, which has been holding you captive, is going to give way to a greater understanding, which will empower you to be a bearer of the light, a priestess or a priest of the egg of Sophia. This oracle encourages you to seek the knowledge you need, to not be held captive by secrets or misinformation, and to know that from that knowledge you shall be able to shed false views, like a snake shedding its skin, and grow in wisdom. You shall know that you need to know. You shall know what you need to know and find your way in truth. This oracle also indicates a shift away from shame and confusion, perhaps feeling you have something to prove, or that you are not enough, or that you have to atone, for a failing in this or other lifetimes. Instead, your soul is moving you toward a realization of the inherent goodness and grace that is your real nature. You are blessed. You are granted a unique, unrepeatable human life. Even if you believe in reincarnation, acknowledging the soul continues to grow over many lifetimes, there will only be one lifetime when you are this you. If you treasure this life, you will become bolder, more fearless, more willing to step up as your real self, and more willing to engage in healing and say yes to what makes your heart sing. Sing. Maybe some of you are singers. So, also, this is also, it's calling you to shed your skin. Pay attention to the number 7, because we know, like, that's a very spiritual number as well. So it could be that you have 7 as your life path number. And it could be that maybe, 7 just could be a number for you, like a birthday, or, pay attention to 7s, or maybe that's a lucky number for you. So lots of rebirth. You're going, like, you even may be having like labor pains too. And they're saying luck is on your side. And you know what this reminds me of too, making this connection? Oh, don't fall over there. Is like, this reminds me of a bullseye, and the arrow, like you're going to nail it. So, okay. I'm going to do our I feel like I'm also going to be pulling, might need to pull some clarifying cards too when it comes to this, but we're going to be pulling from our synchronicity deck here. So I can leave the information to this deck below. I got it off Etsy, and I am just a big fan of synchronicity. Like, I get signs all the time. And if we're in reception mode, if we're in receiving mode, we're going to receive. And just sometimes, sometimes we're not. Sometimes, and that's okay. Like, spirit will hit us over the head eventually in not so great ways. And even if you don't believe in everything happens for a reason, I don't believe every single thing happens for a reason. And here's why. Some things I believe just happen. Like, there are things horrible atrocities that happen in the world. And when it comes to law of attraction, I do not necessarily believe that child asked to starve to death. Like, when it comes to children particularly, I understand that we're spiritual beings also as children, and our child body, as we obviously grow, and if you look back as when you were a baby, that baby does not exist anymore. Isn't that insane? Like, if it wasn't for pictures, we evolve, in a human body. And so I guess what I'm saying is that I believe that some things do happen for a reason. I don't know if I believe everything happens for a reason. And Jeff Brown, he is the author of a grounded spirituality, and I have his link below. And he talks a lot about even how New Age and like those thoughts, like the positivity. Some of you really need to hear this. This is why I'm gonna keep shuffling here while I explain. That over positivity, like it's bypassing. And someone wants to really know how you're doing, and you say, well, actually, I'm not doing so great. It's like, oh, well, everything happens for a reason. You'll be fine. You'll get over it. And just stay positive. Just stay positive. No. That can be very helpful for some people, but when you're going through something really intense, and I know that people mean well, you're meant to hear this. I know people mean well, but just know that that's just where they're coming from, and it says a lot more about them than it does you. Oh, I need to roll a dice first. No, we're not going with number 1. Yes, we get 6 cards. We got 6 cards for you. Now I'll start pulling. Okay, we've got summer, hummingbird. Oh, the sun and the butterfly, lots of transformation. Wildness, summer wildness. Oh, look, we've got the wolf energy, success, held, rest, and storm. Okay. Yeah, so again, like, I have not messed around with this deck a whole lot. So I feel like I'm going to pull some clarifying cards for you a little, like, as we go along here. So what I'm saying, basically, Jeff Brown's work talks a lot about it's spirituality as us being human and accepting and integrating all parts of us, including our ego, which can be demonized in the spiritual community. Our ego is very purposeful. Like, we need our ego so we can be discerning. We need our heart, our head, our soul. We need all of us. That's what makes us human. So yeah, that's my little life coaching tidbit for today for group 2. So I'm getting, like, maybe it's that energy of, like, I'm getting, like, maybe some of you have not had physical contact a lot, like, or you're wanting a partner, just I just want to be held, you know. That's what's coming up for me. It's like you're being held, you're wanting to be held. Maybe for some of you that's a self-care thing with rest. Some of you need more rest. Some of you are not getting enough sleep. And not even maybe sleep. Some of you just need to be still and put your swords down and get into the Ace of Swords energy. So when I get a storm, or when I get storm cards, actually what I get is the lightning. The lightning speaks through the storm to me. And I don't know where you are located, but we've been getting a lot of storms lately, a lot of rain, and it feels so cleansing and pure, and just this cleansing away of just all the negative. So if you have storms coming in, like, really get into that energy of, you know, if you hear the rain, let the rain fall on you. Let the rain wash it all away, wash the stress away. So maybe it's summer storms. Maybe summer storms, you love them. Like, I love the smell of lightning and that energy. Lightning also is that laser focus energy with that new moon in Sagittarius. So this also is that energy of new moon. It's like, let's start creating, let's start manifesting so we can get to our full moon for September even. So I feel like there's a lot of enjoying the summer storms, the hummingbirds, the butterflies, a lot of transition, a lot of coming out of the cocoon. Like, that's going to be a lot of August energy for you, group 2, where you're getting focused and you're creating now, and you're not so much in this hermit mode, or like this, I'm having to juggle and I can't get into this energy. So also, yeah, the lightning bolt, like, lots of ideas coming. I'm also getting star energy. So we're going kind of back into the, wishes fulfilled, your wishes, your it could be starseed too. And actually, I feel like I know I'm going to be pulling a starseed card, starseed message, just because the stars also are very symbolic for you here. So some of you might want to be stargazing this summer, or put that on your list to do for this next month, because that'll bring you some healing and also some more clarity. And yeah, that wildness and success. So you're going to be seeing a lot of success in August, whether it's in your relationships, your finances. Like, there's a lot of positive, like lots of blessings here that are coming in. So those are the synchronicities to be aware of. Storms, lightning, hummingbirds, butterflies. Watch for those synchronicities. Wolves. It's that lone wolf energy. So maybe that's why I'm getting like the held card. You need to be held. Okay, so I'm going to deliver on what I say I'm going to deliver on here. And we're going to pull a starseed card really fast here. Because I don't, like, again, I just have my decks ready. And what I feel like I need to shuffle and pull from, that's what I do. I just let Spirit, our collective spirit teams, guide us all here. So some of you may be connected to, like, you know, your starseed. I only know my starseed stuff. So you might want to look up starseeds and what resonates with you. And yeah, so let's see. Starseed for group 2. We have starseed message. Oh, and speaking of, I am hearing thunder. I hear thunder. We've got storms coming in. Okay, I'm feeling like I have to pull from the center here. Well, there you have it, my beautiful souls. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. Okay, yeah. So, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit guides. Thank you, Divine Ethereal Team. They're just validating. They're just validating. And it is funny that, like, seriously, about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes ago, it was very clear, bright, and sunny. So, yeah, your group has, like, I want to say a dark, I mean this in, like, that mysterious, sultry, like, goddess, like, you know, that excitement of a storm coming in, that lightning energy, that anticipation. That's what I'm feeling like. I don't know. I love these colors, like that electric, like neon blue and purple. I don't know. There's something sensual about it, but there's this goddess like power energy with it too. So, all right, starseeds. Well, okay, that's not fair, Spirit. Okay, well, thank you, yes, Spirit, for validating. But seriously, like, okay, you validated that this group 2 is starseed and that they should look up some starseed information. So can you just give us one more? No limits, no limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is so much for you to share. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Okay. I'm going to read your I am card. I am aware. When I pay attention to my surroundings, I can feel appreciation for everything. I see so much beauty in the world. Being aware means living in the present and fully experiencing my life in the here and now. I am aware. And yes, where, I know we got the pleasure card. Where's my, there it is. I'm like, I know that there was another keyword, synchronistic connection here. We were talking about the awareness, growth, awareness. Yeah, these energies fit very well together. Along with your lightning, starseed, no limits. That's awesome. Okay, sorry about that. I just needed to shift. We've got a lot going on here. Spirits in full force right now. I could feel all these energies. Some of you have a lot of ancestors around you. Like, I'm talking like midwife, goddess, like that sisterhood, like that, Oh no, it's actually Three of Cups energy. So I want to expand here. On relationship. I feel like we do need to pull a couple here. Spirit. Anything relationship that they need to know? Group 2 for the month of August. Group 2 month of August. Okay. I am feeling we're going to get wild here. And I'm pulling from the middle with you guys. With you gals, guys. Okay. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Okay. Group 2, August, relationship. Yeah, there's something that I feel like is blocking you from no limitations, but something is blocking you. Again, it could be the mental or just your own, like the own standing in the way of. I'm going to pull in the middle again. Make the effort. Great love is worth asking. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Yeah, it's trusting the intuition and trusting your awareness. Okay, one more relationship card. I feel like I need to do one more shuffle on this. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So for the, sorry, I had to take a beat there. Because there are some of you who I feel, how do I say this? What am I feeling? I don't know. I'm going to actually, a new energy just came in and or what it is, what it could be. We're going to pull some clarifying tarot. Spirit, guides, ethereal team. What is going on? So if I can explain a little bit, when I pulled that soulmate card, oh, you know what it is? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you, ancestors. Okay, this is the tie, and I will still pull clarifying cards. But it was the seven of blessings of Eve. This energy, Kundalini energy. So this is a soulmate or twin flame kind of activation. This is like when you meet someone and there's that like, oh, like this feels like home. This feels like someone I've never met before, but they're familiar to me, or you feel like a past life connection maybe. But no, this is like that energy of like growth too, expansion, growth. I mean, we're getting into like, sorry, I know I'm making dots connect here. So this is wishes fulfilled. This is something that if you are in relationship, this is happening, or this has happened where you've met your person and they have activated you on a spiritual level. And if you're not in a relationship, this is coming. So either it's coming in August, or, I mean, there's a lot of us who like are just not in the dating game right now, and that's okay. But you're going to be ready. You're getting ready in August. It's like preparation. It's like you're doing the growth you need to make this happen. But this is an energy for you. That's what I was feeling, because I was almost feeling like, I don't want to be vulgar or anything, but I call it my ass crack chills. Like it's like from the base of your spine, and it shoots. It's that lightning bolt, like that zap, and it just like spirals up. That Kundalini energy spirals up and out of your head. And that's, yeah, I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills actually up my spine. It's not happening with spirit bumps. I will show you when that happens. So just out of curiosity, Spirit, can you validate, like, do some validation here with this soulmate energy. Soulmate energy. Knight of Swords. Yeah, so Knight of Swords. Ooh. Let go of control issues. And again, this is like that Knight of Swords. It's that rushing in. So don't rush in too fast. If you've, okay, so there are two scenarios here, since it's a general reading, right? This has happened before, and you may not trust yourself now moving forward in relationship because you had this happen. You're like, wait a second. I had that soulmate. I thought they were my soulmate, and it led to this energy, and I was activated. But you know what? That's a good thing, because now you have that experience and you have that discernment. You most likely had the red flags along the way that were telling you, like, that might have been their purpose in their relationship. That might have been their purpose, was just to activate you, to show you the potential of what the soulmate, what you want in a soulmate, what you want in a partnership, what you want, what you really, really want. And you're going to get it. And it's like that lightning bolt energy. It's like, it's coming in fast. It's coming in fast. So be prepared. But that could be that Three of Swords energy, because Three of Swords, I mean, there's no doubt that there's been heartbreak. There's been heartbreak. So, but moving into this energy, the soulmate energy, just one more clarifier here. Anything else group 2 needs to know? They're telling me no. That's like, that's a sloppy shuffle. Okay, let's ask one more time. Spirit, anything else that group 2 should know in regards to relationships for the month of August? Anything? Oh boy, okay. Yeah, I've got a lot of people's deceased loved ones coming in, and then that does not happen a lot. So anyone like who's listening, I'm getting some mediumship coming in now, and they're saying it's actually a male energy. Oh, and they're saying, like, they're just saying hello and that they're fine. They're doing fine. So whoever's that for, it might not be for a lot of you. Oh, and they are on fire. Like they were feisty. So Spirit, anything. I'm pulling from the middle. Or I'm not. This energy is very stubborn. What is going on? Again, this happens. This can happen. Okay, I am going to another shuffle method, and maybe that's all they have to say. Maybe you have what you need already from that information I just gave you. And that's okay. Let's go from the bottom. Oh, okay. And I'm taking this card because, yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, sorry, I bumped. This is behind you now. If you let go of your control issues and you allow, which again, you've got that Ace of Swords, you've got that clarity now. So you have that discernment. Luck is on your side. What? Didn't I pull that? Yes, yeah. Luck is on your side, okay? Stop focusing on the past so much. Do your healing. Do your healing to get you to this energy. But yeah, luck is on your side. So this is in regards to love for the month of August. And this to me is always like Four of Wands. Very much like celebration, partnership. Some people it's marriage. Yeah, wishes fulfilled. Wishes fulfilled. So beautiful. You are meant to meet your soulmate. You are meant to be in a soulmate type of relationship. So do not despair with that. Okay. We're going to do a stress less card. What does pile 2 need to stress less for the month of August? Month of August, stress less. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so pay close interest. Pay interest to your body or your surroundings for a minute. Instead of placing a good or bad label on things, try to think of them as interesting, like looking at a painting with lots of details. When you begin to label things around you, turn it around and just call it interesting. When you stop labeling things, your mind is free and vigilant. When you feel these feelings, you will feel peace, which reduces stress from your body and mind. And stress often causes negative thinking, which causes stress. And non-labeling will stop this vicious cycle. Okay. Pay close interest. Let go of labels. Let go of the labels. Okay. Then we're going to pull a self-empowerment question. What does group 2 need? Group 2 need for self-empowerment questioning. Okay, they answered. So this is self-knowledge and self-awareness. Heart, ooh, look, the heart and the brain working in duality together, balanced, in alignment. So this is the question to ask yourself and to meditate on or to consider when anything arises, throughout this month of August. What were the most important events in your childhood? So this definitely could be, immediately what I'm getting is all the synchronicities that have come up for you in this reading, group 2. Some of those things stem from your childhood. So you might want to take a screenshot of this and actually just jot those down and list them, whether good or bad. And you know what I would recommend? And this is your guides are speaking very clearly here, and so are your whatever this male energy is coming in. They are absolutely doing amazing. So I normally do not do mediumship, but when it comes in, I let my clients know. So know that someone, male energy, they feel either they were older when they passed, but they are young at heart. And that's how they were in life, in this lifetime. Like they were very, I want to say jubilant is a word that I never use, but jubilant is coming in for me. A jokester, prankster. It's very, very young, loving energy, fun loving energy. So this could be that, and I don't know why I have to say this, Chicago's coming up for me. So I don't know if they're linked to Chicago or not. This is for probably a very select few of you. Chicago's coming up. And this also could be a case where they feel younger, like they feel, like, I don't know, 30s, 40s. So, but they were an old soul. And I'm getting like this mix, like they're kind of joking with me, like, yeah, good luck figuring that out. Like they were very unique in that sense. Like they didn't seem their age maybe. Okay, so I had to say that. Group 2, like I went way over with you because of these messages coming in. So, and I am so honored and happy to do that. So what were the most important events in your childhood? That is something for you to ask. They're asking you to look at your childhood, but this is what I would do. And this is what's being recommended before I went on my tangent. Take a piece of paper, split it in half. Ask yourself this question. Put the negative aspects of your childhood in one section, one column. Put negative on the left, positive on the right. Tear it in half. This full moon that we have. And you'll have like a few days of energy, a full moon, to do this. So don't like fret or stress if you can't do it on, we're on Friday. Well, I'm filming this on Friday, hoping to upload it by Sunday. So if it's you're getting this on whatever day it is, it doesn't really matter, because pick a cards are timeless. So, full moon energy, like if you decide that you want to do that as part of a full moon ceremony at some point, tear whatever burning rituals that you have or you want to start incorporating into your practice, tear it in half. Keep the positive aspects of your childhood, keep them in like a special place on your altar or somewhere that is your sacred space, and burn the negative. So that is what I have for you, pile number 2, group number 2. It was an honor to read for you. I am going to eventually try and get these readings down a little bit more, but hey, when Spirit wants to say something, I go with it. I go with the flow here. So I hope that brought you some clarity, guidance, validation, and I hope to see you in further readings. And look, take care of yourself. Self-care, self-empowerment, be authentic to who you are, and let the fear go. That's another thing that I'm being guided to tell you. So, yeah, that's all I've got. So, I will see you in my next video. Please like, subscribe, share, and take care. Welcome, group number 3. How is everyone doing? All right, so I just got done filming for group 1 and group 2, and be prepared. Get yourself a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, glass of water, because these readings are long, and I guess you're welcome. But this isn't going to be one of those quick pick a card readings. I will be doing those, but these have turned into, have taken on a life of their own. Spirit has really been wanting to chat today. So got quite a few energies. I had to take a pause there, but fluorite is the tower you picked, and I'm definitely getting a lot of energy. Like watch for the rainbows. I'm being told watch for the rainbows. Tell them to watch for the rainbows, and you could be very connected to your third eye right now, and your heart chakras like are working really well together. I'm not feeling much imbalance with them, so from the collective of you. So let's get into this. All right, we got the lone wolf, our energy. Oh, ooh. Selfempoweredtarot, 741 hertz. Okay, I'm going to continue to pull, but note this 741 hertz is, you can YouTube it. You want to listen to sounds at 741 hertz. Okay. I'm getting a lot of heart chakra here. The Magician. Chills. You are magical beings. Let me tell you. You already know that, right? New beginnings. Dawn. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're getting a lot of sun energy. Lots of sun energy. Wisdom, night orchid. Okay. Our moon. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. I'm getting twins, twin flames. You might be twin flame pile group. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Okay. Now this is your, we got Kundalini energy, and we had some of that in group 2. So you may be going through some serious group 3 awakening stuff here. New beginnings. So let's see what it says. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. You have wisdom too. And you have discipline to walk away if you need to. Yes. So for some of you, maybe you're having issues making a decision, and you normally are able to make a decision, but right now there's some blocks or stuff throwing you off. So we will get into these. I'm going to pull. This will clarify a lot of that. So let's see what we've got going on here. Crystal Moon Tarot, in honor of the full moon. Spirit, ethereal team, light beings that guide us. What messages can you give us for group 3? Thank you. This is like a slow, there's a new energy that just came in. It's a very slow moving energy. Like, it's that calm before the storm energy. Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay, so the Hanged Man. I love it when the Hanged Man. I love it when the Hanged Man is unhung. Like, yes. Okay, so we got the Hanged Man in reverse. What else we got? We've got 4 of Swords. We have 3 of Wands reversed. And we have the 10 of Wands. There's a lot of fire. Lots of fire and passion going on here. Okay. We may need some clarifiers on these. So, okay, I want to address the imagery here for you, group 3. So the 3 of Wands, oh, and actually I was going to just say there's this magical energy coming in here with the Magician too. Like, you are manifestors and you know that you create your reality. Like, I feel you know this, and you are able to, whenever I get wand energy, I also get alchemy. Like, you are transmuters of energy and you can transmute. So you can take a horrible situation. It's the whole adage of I turn lemons into lemonade. So that's the energy I'm getting with you. And this 3 of Wands card, though it's reversed, you know, what's really coming up for me here in this energy is I'm seeing that there's a path. Like, you're in the middle of the path, and you know where you want to go, but there's like, do I stay or do I go? Maybe there's a, do I stay or do I go? And this could be part of this love card of, you know what's right for you and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. And maybe that is, you're being called forward, but you are in this Hanged Man, or you have been in this Hanged Man energy, right? Of like, Hanged Man is usually you getting in your own way and tripping over yourself, self-sabotage, a pause. When it is in reverse, it's letting go of that energy. So this may be something that was a stagnant energy you were experiencing. And the 4 of Swords, definitely where you're on that cusp of change mentally. Like, you're like, I know I've been thinking these thoughts and I'm resting. It's a pause. And I don't want to flip it, but you're like, I need to take a break from this. I feel like you're almost in paralysis mentally, like, or you're having the same repetitive thoughts over and over and over again. So you are definitely, I mean, you have the general overall energy of the Magician. It's just that you're in your head right now. And I feel like for the majority of you, you're wanting answers to something that's been bothering you. You're like, hey, if I just had the information, I could make this decision. I could make this decision if I just had the answers. And the answers are coming to you. Group 3, the answers are coming to you. And I believe that you have what you are seeking within you. You have the 10 of Wands, the end of a cycle, the end of an alchemist cycle that you created this. You co-created this. And that cycle, like you're at the end of this journey, and you've got all your wands. You've got everything you need spiritually to step into that new awakening. You have the discipline, right? You have this discipline. You can accomplish what you put your mind to. But it's just that you've been so exhausted and at that pause in the Hanged Man energy. And now 4 of Swords, you're like, oh, I've got to take a rest. I have got to get out of my head. It's just time to put down the swords and rest. And I would say that this is probably one of the most beautiful 4 of Swords tarot cards I've ever seen. It's just beautiful with the red and the white contrasting. So pause, take a rest. The Hanged Man energy, like there was either a pause, again, general reading, so I'm getting some mixed scenarios of what your particular situation has been. But I'm just saying what's coming in here, and it could be for a lot of you, you're ready to be let off the hook here, literally. Like you're like, okay, I've gone through this. I've had my rest. Or for some of you, they're saying like, hey, maybe you need the rest now, and now's not the time. And this again feels very mental. Feels like a lot of chatter, a lot of chattering going on, just like, or replaying a scenario with somebody. And it's not necessarily like a horrible thing or anything. I think you're trying to figure out, maybe in your decision making, you're just trying to find the answers. And I will say what Spirit is saying is that they're like, you have the answers within you, and you probably already know what you really need to do. So just trust your intuition, and once you just make that decision, the new beginnings will start. And I'm getting also, the song, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Yeah. So there's a new energy, a new phase coming in for a lot of us. And you have the wisdom. You have the wisdom. You have the answers. Trust your intuition here, because it's there. And the answers that you need are coming. They're also suggesting that I'm hearing follow your joy, follow your bliss. If it does not feel good to you, on the emotional scale, like I'm feeling like this balance, like getting the scale, what feels good to you? What doesn't feel good to you? So that's what they're asking you to, they're asking, the answers will come. How does it feel? Get out of the head, put down the swords, and take a rest mentally, and get into your heart. Get into your heart space and feel. And if you feel into your heart, you will know you will have the answers coming. And that's going to happen. Like, I feel like already. So moving on to the Selfempoweredtarot 741 hertz. And I obviously do not know if I'm saying that correctly. But do you see how she has her hand on her heart? I feel like there's a lot of heart, like emotionally, like it's probably relationship, like energy going on here. So I do pull from the book, because I will tell you, this is like poetry. It's Alana Fairchild, the White Light Oracle. And we are going to focus on that card, and I will go ahead and look up. We've got 19. All right. Oh, and it's on page 117. So some of you might be having 7s coming up for you. 717, 77. So yeah, just noting that with the numerology and the numbers. Okay. So this card, this energy, Your ethereal team is asking you to tune into your heart, and you will be able to find your way through any negative or toxic situation. Engage in self-healing and space clearing. Commit to regular practices that help you connect to your inner light. Your light shall not be overcome by any darkness or negativity. Take time to clean your heart and mind of negativity by focusing on the divine beings that bring joy to your heart. I love the fact that I just said, follow your joy, like what brings you joy. It is appropriate for you to desire your own personal and sacred space and access it daily. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So let me skip to, these are long. That's why it's like poetry. It's beautiful. So I want to really quick talk about the frequency of 741, because there's sound or music or singing bowls, something with sounds, maybe something with singing instruments that are significant to you that will bring you healing and some clarity. So I would say for the next month, maybe listen to music, listen to, again, follow your joy, follow your bliss. What makes you feel good? If heavy metal makes you feel good, listen to heavy metal. If rap makes you feel good, listen to rap. Those things itself may have a certain pulse vibrational number, but it's about you. It's about bringing things into your life that raise your vibration. So what may raise my vibration may not raise yours. We're all different. And that's the beauty of our humanity. So, okay, so this explains a little bit too. Selfempowered is a Latin expression which means to clear pollutants and toxins. So this could definitely be within relationships too, because I'm definitely getting heart chakra. She's like either protecting her heart, or she's doing a lot of heart healing herself. So this frequency focuses on clearing, freeing the hold of negativity, and allowing the natural way, a bright, beautiful manifestation to unfold. This frequency works to clear infections and electromagnetic radiation from the body. It also tunes one to the harmonics of the quantum field, the reorganizing principle of the higher self, which knows what you are and how to dislodge and disengage from that which is inauthentic and obstructive to your radiant being. Wow. When this oracle appears in a reading, it is a call for you to clear yourself and your space in ways that feel affirming, inspiring, and beautiful for you. Trust that no matter how much gunk the ego-driven actions of humans might generate, it is no match for the power of your spirit at play in the willing human hearts. May all such hearts join with spirit and with each other to clear and bless all creatures for the greatest good. Wow. Yes. Yes. It also talks a little bit about a battle within the self. A shift is available for hearts willing to exchange the constant battle with relentless negativity for being a source of light, love, and peaceful abiding on this planet. When these hearts reside in an inner place of purity, they are able to bring unconditional love and spacious primordial wisdom into our world for the spiritual benefit of all beings. So, yeah. So, wow. Okay. So you could be healers as well, empaths, feeling a lot of heavy heart energy, and you're just needing to clear that out and to create some space for that. I'm going to read your I am message. I am strong. I am stronger than I think I am. I reject my victimhood. My strength is in knowing that all circumstances are temporary. I focus my attention on what's in front of me. I naturally move forward into new phases of life. I am strong. Yes, you are. And there's that sun energy. And this also feels very like strength energy as well. Like you are just getting on your horse and you're like, I am moving on and I have the strength to do this now. I've put my swords down. I have put my swords down, my mental swords that stab my brain. I don't know. Someone's guides have a sense of humor here. Because they're like, oh gosh, like, do we got to go this path? Like, so I feel like that's part of it too, is like, you've just been tired, but once you put down the swords, once you put down the mental chatter, you'll be ready to go on this journey. You'll be ready to step into this energy, because there's a pause with you, you moving forward here. However, I feel like it's that, again, that magical energy, like you magical beings, like you're magical beings, and you have that within you. It's like this came, the imagery I'm getting too, it's like this ball of light is within you, and you just took it from your heart, and you are just like, yeah, this is my power. I am in charge of, I am my authority. I am stepping into my power. I am stepping, I was like, I think we had a power card come up. Yes, I am in charge. I can say no and walk away at any time. This is very significant for you in the month of August, this month ahead. I'm getting that step into your power from Frozen 2, where she sings, step into your power, grow yourself into something new. You are the one you've been waiting for. Yes. I'm big, like, music is a thing, and spirit communicates synchronistically through music with me all the time. So speaking of synchronicity, we're going to do your synchronicity cards here, and I'm going to shuffle, and we're going to roll the dice, and we are going to see what synchronicities spirit is wanting to show you, what you're supposed to pay attention to for the month of August. So let's roll the dice here and see what we get. We've got 4 cards. All right. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I may just be making this up, or maybe because I've been doing a lot of readings lately, and sometimes energies enmesh together, and that's why it's important that I break and do kind of like a recharge or reset, because I know I already pre-selected, like shuffled some cards for you, so I'm not just spending time shuffling on camera, but I'm feeling like lots of rainbow energy, so let's see what we got here. Imagination. Okay, seriously, there's your rainbow. Home. It reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home. No place like home. Oh, what? Again, this card's new to me. Okay, this is an interesting card. Silence. Silence. Okay, it was hard for me to see that. Silence. Stillness. Silence. Okay. And wisdom. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Wisdom. So you are a wise bunch. Like, oh, I love the moon. We got the owl. So maybe owls are one of your totem animals, your spirit guides, spirit animals. I'm pretty sure it was your pile. I don't know if you can comment below and let me know, because seriously, when I start going, I go and then I'm like, wait, was that from another reading I did like yesterday? Or did we talk about this? And one of the things that was happening when I was actually shuffling your piles, where the sunlight was coming in with all these rainbows cascading from my crystals on my ceiling. And I'm like, someone's getting rainbows today. And I think when I was flashing, group 3, please tell me, because like, I think I was flashing the fluorite and saying rainbows meant something to you. So I'm getting chills. I please let me know. Please remind me. So yeah, wisdom. So pay attention to owls, pay attention to, I want to say like night energy, is healing for some of you. What is that? Is that a sloth? That very well could be a sloth. Okay, so maybe some of you, oh, it is. Look. Yeah, I don't have these decks memorized. So when I pull them out and decide that intuitively I'm going to use them, sometimes the symbolism, like I don't have some of this memorized. It's like the oracle decks. I think that's like kind of impossible. Maybe some readers can do that, but yeah, this is sloth. So maybe some of you have sloth energy, like the slowing down. I love sloths. I love them. I think they're so cute. YouTube, if you feel so inclined and are, just needing to go do something on YouTube, type in the dodo. My kids love the dodo. They're animal rescue, like pro animal relationships to humans and animals. They even have a whole soulmate section on their channel where they talk about soulmates being human and animals. Like your dog's your soulmate. It's just really, really neat. But they have sloths making sounds. I mean, so random, but I don't know. I just think they're adorable. So sloths could mean something to you. Definitely rainbows. I'm definitely getting, there's no place like home. Home is where the heart is. I'm feeling like some childhood healing with this as well. And the other thing that's really sticking out to me too is that, like this flower, I'm getting bloom where you're planted. So like, don't forget where you came from, but, make the most of what you need. We all have circumstances, right? And some of them we did not get to choose as children. And then as we, go about adulting and getting older, and maybe some of us have our own children, and or we have nieces or nephews, or we see children around us, we realize like maybe our childhood wasn't as great as it was, and that's okay. It's good to know that. This is just clues and wisdom, wisdom, getting to know yourself and becoming more self-aware. That self-awareness. So I love the fact that we 2 wisdom cards, and imagination. I mean, think of the Wizard of Oz and like all the symbolism and the imagination that took to create that movie. So yeah, there's a lot of creativity, imagination, coming up in this reading too for you. A lot of energy, I'm feeling the silence card. This may be the whole just be still and let your imagination, maybe that's part of finding your answers. Maybe this is tying in right here to where you're, I don't want to say you're lacking creativity, but maybe you're feeling stuck creatively and you're in a rut, and you are a creator. You are wanting to do things, and you're just like, I just don't know how, or I just don't know like how am I going to do this? I have these ideas, and they're encouraging you to maybe be right, or even just start researching, because you've got the wisdom energy here. And it's not that you don't have the intellect, you do. You're very intelligent beings, like on emotional intelligence and on book smarts. And I mean, you're very knowledgeable. So I'm getting book energy. Yeah, for sure. Like books, the night owl, staying up reading, star energy, nighttime. Like maybe some of you love to stay up and read. But they're saying, like, again, it's like, put down the swords, stabbing your head, and get out of your head and be still. And maybe you need to journal and write some of these ideas down, and the creativity will come. Imagine. So it just, if you want the creativity to come, if you want the answers, maybe you need to be still and just be silent for a little bit. Okay, so I am going to pull your relationship cards here, some romance angels. Let's see what your guides, ethereal team, what do you have to say? What do you have to relay? Oh, okay, that was sloppy shuffle. New energy coming in. New energy. What does group 3 need to know for relationships in the month of August? Relationships, group 3, month of August. Keep an open mind. Separation. Stay optimistic. Trust. Okay. I may pull a few tarot clarifiers too for you regarding this. So we got a lot, we did get some trust energy too coming in with the Selfempoweredtarot. I really wish I knew how to say that. New beginnings. So, okay. So it's a general reading. So relationship wise, oh, sorry. They're asking you to stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So for the single people, they're asking you to trust and stay optimistic, and keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So thinking outside of the box, you know, like if you're imagining what a partner could be, maybe, you know, you'd go for darker features, and don't limit yourself to just, you know, and there's nothing wrong with having your preferences. Like, it's good to have preferences and know what you want and know what you're attracted to and know why, but don't get so hung up. Like, obviously, like, you definitely want to have discernment and, you know your negotiable and non-negotiable needs in a relationship and know what you want. But, you know, if they're tiny things, like, just keep an open mind, because they're saying that your soulmate, they could be different than what you're expecting. Or if you're in a relationship right now, that could have been the case. Like, you're like, I was not expecting to fall in love with this person, but I'm glad I did. Yeah, so stay positive about your love life. Some of you could be in separation with your soulmate, twin flame, your person. And they're saying to trust that the situation is calling you for you to have faith. And, you know, this could be also, I'm getting the home card. Like, you felt home with this person, and you felt like you could trust this person. And for some of you, may be going through breakup and separation, but this situation is calling for you to have faith and trust. And I actually just did a heartbreak reading, actually the first one I have ever posted on YouTube. So for those of you who are in heartbreak, you might want to go to that reading. And because there were some really, really very interesting energies that were coming through with that reading, and practical things that you can do. And I have tons of stuff in the description box for resources. If you are in separation, if you are going through something right now and you're in that Four of Swords energy where you're just like, I'm done, I'm out, like, I just cannot do this anymore. The Four of Swords is hiding. And this could be that this energy is, you're past it now. So, and that's what I'm picking up with the relationships. Like I feel, some of you have found home. Some of you have found your home, and you are in a relationship, and you've been very optimistic, and you've already called in your one or your person. And keep an open mind in the relationship as you go forward. So that's what I'm getting with your relationship cards. Let's pull a stress less card. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Okay. I'll pull a couple more clarifiers for some tarot. But, and maybe I'll pull a star seed. I'll pull a star seed. Yeah, I feel like so much has come out, and like I don't want to keep repeating everything, but I feel like you all are very wise, and this is just a lot of validation for you. So for your stress less card, walk slowly. During your break from work or when you're moving from one place to the next, try walking intentionally extra slow. The busier or more stressed out you feel, the slower you walk. Pay attention to what you're walking on and take mental notes on how the walking feels. When you act calmly, your body will calm down. Yes, that's beautiful. It's like walking meditation. So walk slowly. They're asking you to slow down and kind of like, pay attention. All right, let's see. What other messages, Spirit, do you have for group 3 for the month of August? Month of August, group 3. I have a squeaky table. Oh, okay. Surrender. All right. Surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. Okay. You have surrender. Vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. Yeah, it's going back to that be still. And that's also, I like, very much with the walk slowly. The stillness. Yeah, the calm and the still. So, maybe you have a vision for something and you're stuck with the vision and that creativity. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. Yeah, it's all that like surrender and just allow things to fall in place. Okay. Just any clarifying that for group. Okay, we got one. Okay. Group 3. Oh, well, there was a lot of clarifying here. So, okay, I'm going to make sense of this here. Okay, this is very interesting. So, I will explain. So, first of all, the Hermit in reverse. You could be dealing with a Virgo, or you're a Virgo. So there's Virgo energy. Very, very prominent with the Pentacles here too. Maybe Taurus, Capricorn, Earth energy, but it's either that you've been in hermit mode and you're ready to step out of it because we got it in reversed. So there's this balance of you want to be still and hermit, but you don't want to get stuck in hermit mode in August because this energy is coming in, the Knight of Swords. So you could have someone coming in, your person or someone that, you want to date, or it could be the person that you're in separation with is going to be coming in, and you may be like no communication with this person, and they have, they want to communicate something to you, and they're no longer going to be in that hermit energy. Or you're going to be like, hey, I've had my break, I'm done, and I'm ready to talk. And I don't want to do the separation anymore. But this is the Three of Pentacles. we're talking like teamwork, contracts being signed. Maybe there's some legal stuff happening, where you're making deals, or negotiating deals. And there's a coming together of teamwork. And I'll explain these two cards. These are actually not in the traditional tarot deck, but it was artwork done from the artist, and I really like it. I like the feeling of it. It makes me feel good. And I left these in there because I just liked the energy. And so when I pull this card, always the birds. So there's bird energy. There's a need for communication within a relationship or with a partnership. And definitely like there's possibly passion and romance, lots of emotions running with this card. But I'm feeling definitely like this is a communication card. Like there's either you have good communication, great, or there's calling for conversation that's needing to happen. And with this card, this is like this is the home card. This is comfort. This is nostalgia. This is childhood. This is, to me, like if you had a grandmother figure or a motherly figure that did storytelling for you in your childhood, or like it's just that home feeling. Like, come and sit down next to me and let me tell you a story. So this is like a home card, storytelling, healing this aspect, going back to nostalgia and remembering the good. Yeah, so like remembering the good. So that's what I'm getting with that's what I'm getting with that. There's a lot of I'm getting definitely home. Like maybe you do need to be still in hermit and be home for a while, but there's this heart healing too. There's like heart healing with home for sure. So let's pull romance cards. We're getting ready to come out here. So this is self-empowerment. I thought I heard thunder and I had to take a beat there, but it was a truck driving by. So for group 3, this is our empowerment card, and this is actually Spirit's question to you now. You had questions, they answered, and now they have questions for you, and for you to go within and to think about these things for the month of August. And remember, we have this whole month ahead of us. So, okay. Oh, you got 2. All right. Very good. Oh, just kidding. You got 3. Well, okay then. So we're in the self-esteem and self-confidence category, and I think every group got that. There's other categories that highlight these, but so just to point out, one of the things I love about this is that I feel like sometimes we need to ask questions, of ourselves, and that leads to more self-awareness and self-discovery. And if we, think about them, and sometimes we can get stuck there too in the mental, and that's okay. But if it sticks us enough, if these stick you too much, then, take what resonates and leave the rest, because it's general reading. But I feel like there's an Osho quote about synchronicity of when the heart and the mind come together to create that is in the synchronicity of life. That's when we are in alignment and we can receive synchronicities and signs from the universe. So it's about the heart and the mind. Like, it's about all of us. It's about all of us integrating all of our parts. So what Spirit wants to ask you, what are the top 5 lessons you have learned from your life experience? Wow, they're asking you a big one. So they're asking you to basically do a life review right now and take a pause. And if you need to, maybe do a screenshot of that. If this one's resonating with you, and maybe there's a few groups of you that will pick one or the other, but 3 popped out, so we're going with it because you're meant to see these and choose, or maybe you do all of them. So yes, what are the top 5 reasons? I mean, lessons. Well, maybe reasons too. What are the top 5 reasons you're here? That might be a good one to do. Why are you here? What's your purpose? I plan on doing a life purpose reading at some point soon too. So stay tuned for that. What are the top 5 lessons you have learned from your life experience so far? Because you know, we're all in process. We're never done. Let's see what the next one is. Who do you need to forgive? Yes. Who do you need to forgive? So for some of you, this is about forgiveness. Do you need to forgive yourself for something? Because that's always a hard pill to swallow. Like, truly. You know, discernment and choices, but just remember that you are a magical being and you learned from it. And now you can take that knowledge and help other people. Now you can take those red flags and not repeat, right? So who do you need to forgive? Maybe it's yourself, maybe it's someone else in your life. And what is that fear or obstacle that is stopping you from living the life you want? Oh, I love this one. It's like it's that double-edged sword where it's like opening a can of worms. Oh my gosh, now I can't talk. So what is some new energies coming in? How would your life look if you overcame the obstacle? So yeah, I feel like this is also going back to that, to this energy, to this 3 of Wands, like you're creating and you know this is within you, you know, but what's holding you back? Why are you on mid-path and just like waiting to make it happen? And that is okay. It is okay to pause. It's okay to be stuck. But where we get misaligned, when we're out of alignment and we're not tapped in, tuned, and turned on, is when we start getting frustrated with us being stuck. So then we need to move the energy forward. And maybe that also comes into play with an actual, what is your action step? What can you do? Walk, move it. Move it, move it. That song, I like to move it, move it. Yeah, maybe putting some music on and moving, dancing, singing, moving energy. We're meant to move. We're meant to move. And that will help move the energy. So, or get in that creative space that we need to get into. So maybe do a screenshot of that one. What is that fear or obstacle that is stopping you from living the life you want? And how would your life look like if you overcame that obstacle, if you removed it? I bet you that you are in the process of creating that, right? You are the magician. You are the magician. You have all the wisdom. You have what you need for this new beginning. Transmute it, create it, make it happen. So that is all I have for you, group 3. I intend to make these videos a little bit shorter, these readings a little bit shorter, but you know, I go with the flow, and if it means it's longer, it's longer. It's okay. I hope that this brought you some peace and clarity, validation for whatever you were seeking. You know, I know we're doing a monthly reading for the August, so I've got so many ideas, and I am just honored that you came and sat and listened to me and tuned into the energy. We were meant to connect. So I wish you peace, joy, calm, follow your bliss, self-care, take care of yourself, because no one else will if you don't. So with that being said, please like, subscribe, share, spread the love, support my channel. I am stepping into my purpose here, and I will keep creating, and hopefully you show up and we will connect. So without further ado, and moving on into the ethereal world of quantum physics, I will see you in the astral plane or who knows where I'll see you. But I hope to see you again on my channel, and take care.